Romance and finance. One personal finance expert joins us with what to consider before saying I do. Okay, today we're talking about romance and finance. Before you say I do, there's stuff to do. And that's discussing your money, their money, her money, his money, whatever. And we're joined, you want to do that before you walk down the aisle, right? So here with tips is personal finance expert Mahesh Odhrani with strategic wealth design. I'm glad it's you and not me that has to have that discussion to make sure they have the discussion, right?
Yes, and thank you, Jason, for having me.
Yeah.
This segment is right up my alley because my wife and I talked about these tips when we got married like 15 years ago.
Okay, good.
So,
congratulations, everything's going well.
Yes.
Yes. Again, this can be intimidating, right? I mean, this is, you kind of have to walk a fine line because, it can be insulting, or it could feel like you're in it for the money, maybe to protect your money and not the love. It's all types of things that get in the way.
Yeah, a lot of those thoughts can come in the way, but at the end of the day, it's coming together because you're going to be living a life for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
At least that's the intention.
Yes.
So it is important to be on the same page and talk about those. One of the first tips that we always give is talk about the shared priorities and goals that you have.
Okay.
So come together, put down a list of what are your goals going to be. Is it going to be travel? Is it going to be purchasing a home? Is it going to be starting a family? But those are, it's not about money necessarily, but it's about goals and saying, hey, how are we going to build this life together?
Well, yeah, when you put it that way, it's exciting, right? To grow together and build wealth together. Yeah, no, I mean, you gotta love that. All right, now you were talking about set shared priorities. Like, go into that a little more.
So, setting shared priorities is again about coming together, putting a list together of what your goals are going to look like. You're going to have independent goals, you're going to have shared goals, be it travel, family, and then prioritizing them. It's important. So for some couples, perhaps travel is more important for them than purchasing a home.
Okay.
For other couples, perhaps starting a family is more important. And for them, they may want to focus on start saving up for a down payment for purchasing a home for their family. So the goals are all going to be different, but they do need to come together and have that discussion.
As a wealth strategist, do you recommend that each spouse has their own account as well as a joint one? Or what do you think about that? Is that bad? Is that dangerous?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Many individuals do it. A lot of our clients have.
Okay.
His account, her account, and our joint account.
Right.
So everything joint is paid through the joint account, and the his and her account are more designed for play money and
the Louboutins
no questions asked.
Right. The Louboutins and the Porsche.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now that it's joint money, how do you recommend creating a household budget? You were talking a little bit how some people might go for the family, some people might go for the travel.
So household budgeting is all about taking score of what's coming in as far as income and what's going out in expenses.
Right.
But besides just focusing on, hey, here's my grocery bill, here's my rent and mortgage and other expenses, it's important as a part of that budget to also create a budget for their shared goals. And in that budget, you're going to have, hey, this is the budget for his account and her account, and plus you're going to have the account for all our shared goals and savings as well.
I would imagine, because I know my mom and dad went through this. My mom spent, and my dad was getting panicky because he was trying to save. And I'm sure there's got to be one that's always more of a spender than the other, and there's got to be a happy medium.
There has to be happy medium, and that's where it sort of takes us to our third tip, which is creating a savings plan. Once you're coming together and you're having these discussions around shared goals and setting a budget, it's important to proactively create a savings plan. And this is where you meet in the middle and you say, hey, I prefer saving, and so here's your spending budget and here's my savings budget.
Okay. I already know where you are because we talked about it and I jog by your building every day, but where can people find you and get more advice?
We're located on Pebble and Eastern, so just west of Eastern on Pebble at the Pebble Place, and our website, they can find us online as well. If they search for me or search for Strategic Wealth Design, they'll be able to find us.
All right, Mahesh, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Some good tips, everybody, and we will be right back.